On a cold November night, something inexplicable happened at the Stanley Hotel, a sprawling, majestic structure nestled high in the Colorado Rockies. A young waitress vanished without a trace after finishing her shift, leaving behind only unanswered questions and an eerie silence that still haunts those who know its story. Hi everyone, you're listening to Thousand Fragments. The moment no one saw, the memory no one kept. I'm bringing it back. Drop a comment below and let me know where you are today. I'm all ears! And let's begin. The Stanley Hotel stands as a testament to elegance frozen in time. Its towering white columns and red-tiled roof glisten against the snow-capped peaks of the Rockies, drawing visitors from across the nation. But beneath its grandeur lies a history steeped in whispers and shadows. This isn't about ghosts or Stephen King tales, it's about a missing person, a young woman whose disappearance remains unsolved to this day. Eleanor worked in the hotel's prestigious dining room, a bright-eyed two-year-old with quiet energy and sharp eyes for detail. She had moved to Colorado from a small town in Oklahoma, seeking adventure and new beginnings. Her co-workers described her as reliable, kind-hearted, and reserved, not the type to indulge in wild escapades. Eleanor thrived on simplicity, finding joy in hiking nearby trails during her days off. To her, life was peaceful, predictable, and full of promise. That fateful evening began like any other. Around 10 p.m., Eleanor completed her shift, cleaned her station, and chatted briefly with colleagues before heading toward the staff elevator. Clutching her red uniform jacket over one arm, her sneakers squeaked softly against the polished wooden floors. Security cameras captured her walking through the hallway, her face tired but calm. Then came the turn she took toward her room and everything went dark. Chloe, Eleanor's roommate, noticed nothing unusual at first. Assuming Eleanor might have stepped out for coffee or fresh air, she didn't worry when her friend wasn't immediately present. It wasn't until the next morning, when Eleanor failed to show up for her 6 a.m. shift without calling, that alarm bells rang. A quick check of their shared quarters revealed Eleanor's belongings untouched. Purse, keys, phone charger, even a book resting face down on the nightstand. Yet Eleanor herself was gone. Hotel management sprang into action, organizing an immediate search. Employees scoured every inch of the property rooms, closets, boiler rooms, underground tunnels connecting various buildings. Nothing. Local police arrived, expanding the search beyond the hotel grounds, bringing K9 units to sniff out clues. Still, there was no sign of Eleanor. No forced entry in her room, no evidence of struggle anywhere inside the hotel. The trail ended abruptly, almost as if Eleanor had simply evaporated into thin air. The investigation hit rock bottom almost instantly. Surveillance footage showed Eleanor stepping into the staff elevator and later emerging onto the third-floor hallway. After turning a corner toward her room, she disappeared from view entirely. The hallway stretched straight and long, lined with a few doors and an emergency exit. Guests and staff reported hearing nothing unusual that night. Stranger still, Eleanor's red uniform jacket, which she carried earlier, vanished along with her. As days turned into weeks, theories swirled among locals and guests alike. Some speculated abduction. Others believed Eleanor fled secretly. Both ideas crumbled under scrutiny. There was no reason for her to run away, no debts, no secret lovers, just a close-knit family and dreams of a brighter future. Meanwhile, chilling reports emerged from hotel visitors. Weeks after Eleanor's disappearance, a couple staying near the staff quarters claimed seeing a reflection in their window, a woman in a red uniform jacket walking down the hallway. Months later, a maintenance worker swore he heard faint rustling sounds resembling fabric moving in the basement. Each account deepened the mystery, fueling rumors that lingered long after official efforts stalled. But what truly set this case apart were the strange coincidences tied to the hotel itself. For decades, the Stanley Hotel has inspired fascination and fear, partly due to its storied past. Built in 1909 by Freeland Oscar Stanley, the inventor of the Stanley steamer automobile, the hotel became synonymous with luxury. However, its reputation shifted after Stephen King stayed there in 1974, penning times, the shining times based on his unsettling experiences. Could Eleanor's disappearance be linked to supernatural forces, or was it merely coincidence? Detectives combed through Eleanor's personal life, relationships, and finances, uncovering nothing suspicious. Interviews with friends painted a picture of happiness and stability. Yet, anomalies persisted. Why did Eleanor vanish so cleanly? What happened to her jacket? And why did subsequent accounts suggest sightings of someone or something in her likeness roaming the halls? Then came the twist. Years later, during renovations, workers discovered a hidden compartment behind a wall in the third-floor hallway. Inside lay fragments of fabric matching Eleanor's red uniform jacket. Alongside them was a journal, brittle with age, containing cryptic entries dated shortly before her disappearance. One passage stood out, asterisk, "They watch us here. They see more than we think," asterisk. Another read, asterisk, "There's another side to this place. Something waits," asterisk. These words hinted at secrets far deeper than anyone imagined. The climax unfolded not in revelation, but in haunting persistence. Despite exhaustive searches and modern technology, Eleanor's fate remained unknown. Her family flew in from Oklahoma, desperate for answers, yet returned home empty-handed. Theories abounded, from alternate dimensions whispered about by longtime employees to psychological breakdowns triggered by isolation. None satisfied the lingering void left by her absence. And so, the story lingers, unresolved but unforgettable. Today, the Stanley Hotel continues, operating, its beauty undiminished, despite the shadow cast by Eleanor's case. Visitors occasionally report fleeting glimpses of a figure in a red jacket, or hear soft footsteps echoing through deserted corridors. Whether these phenomena stem from imagination or reality, they keep Eleanor's memory alive. What do you think happened to Eleanor? Was she taken by human hands, lost to unseen forces, or perhaps walked through a door never meant to be opened? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And that was another story lost in time. But stay with me, because there's still more waiting in the shadows.